Yo! This week we're gonna talk about coming out. So, coming out, what the hell's up with that? I don't understand exactly. I mean, I do. Trust me, I do. But at the same time, I don't.
You see, the other day, I thought about it, and really, a lesbian couple and an ace lesbian couple are pretty much the exact same thing.
Except for what they do in the bedroom, of course. Which is their own goddamn business, and no one else's.
Anyway, I don't mean to confuse you with all my voices, but you have to understand that I'm all alone for much of the day this week, and I get really lonely, and so I come up with different characters in my head, and I talk to the voices, and they talk back, and that's just how it is right now, so freaking deal with it.
So, despite what I said earlier about not understanding why people come out exactly,
I myself have done it, I must admit, and I must also admit that I did it in a very sneaky way.
You see, when I came out to my parents, I told them exactly how I felt, without using the word asexual, because I knew it would scare the living bejesus out of them. And so I told them, and they understood, sort of, and they appreciated me being so honest. And then about 6 months later, I did the same thing again, only then I used the word asexual, and my mother, she didn't understand, and my father wouldn't let me finish my sentence, and now I don't go on very much, because it just gets worse and worse. But all of my whining is nothing compared to what's coming. Quick, it's the rapture. Get my Jesus wig!
My accent is totally falling apart, and I'm not gonna redo this take, so whatever. Yeah, why the hell do we live in a society where coming out is necessary, with so many people having, I guess you'd say, common things between relationships? Like I said earlier, a lesbian couple and an ace lesbian couple are practically the same thing, except for what they do in the bedroom. And same thing with a straight couple and a straight ace couple, and all of that. I know that sexual orientation is something that transcends just a simple relationship with somebody else. It is a personal identity. But if we lived in a society that acknowledged the commonalities between people, we wouldn't have to really delineate ourselves from the mainstream.
So, a word of caution for those of you coming out. Make sure you're doing it for your own reasons, and you're not doing it because you feel pressured. Because really, it's your business, no one else's.
Also be sure to divorce yourself from the expectations of your family and peers, because, as in my case, you may have heard, in the middle of me doing my voices, basically, they had a negative reaction. And every time I go home, it gets worse. So, is that in my control? No. And would I take back coming out to them? No. I just have to realize, and I guess this is me projecting my own current concerns onto all of y'all. But, you just have to make sure that you don't live by the expectations of others, because you will never measure up and you will hate yourself. So, screw them. Yeah, that's my positive pep talk for the week. Screw the world, do what you want.
It's my hot body, I do what I want.
I don't really know what that last voice is supposed to be. In fact, I don't really know what I'm doing anymore. Let's just stop the video now. It's long enough already and I have a life to live. Shut up, Grandpa. This week's personal confession is slightly interactive, but I have to set it up. So, let's just say that one time I was talking to this girl, and she was relating how this youth counselor was giving a talk about sex to a group of girls, teenage girls, and she thought, it was kind of an awkward situation, and so she compared sex to a cookie. Sex is like a cookie. It's not bad. It's just where you eat the cookie, when you eat the cookie, and who you eat the cookie with. So, after hearing this story, we all decided to decide what kind of cookies we all were. And, as you could expect, it was slightly odd for me to try and decide exactly which sexy cookie I was. And so, I guess that's what I'm asking you to do right now. What kind of cookie are you? Think about it. Think about your personality. Think about everything, I guess. What kind of cookie are you? I'll tell you what kind of cookie I was. No-bake cookie. Different, but delicious. Yeah, alright. That's it for the week.
Cut! transmission.
Cut transmission?
Cut it!